this game started. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And a modest start to our game. Couple yards on the first play. Here comes second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Staying with Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He's got McBride complete. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They got 21 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. They look underneath here, Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
All set now, 1st and 10. Going right side, Robinson with it. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss, we've got 2nd and 11. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Allen looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
This is a designed run for Allen. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. Call it a 70-yard pickup, and they're just a yard away now on 2nd and goal. Now Allen going to the air. He will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Dart starting with a pass here. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a 1st. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights.
Jumps this way into space. Down the left sideline he goes. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. LeJontay Wester to return it. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. D. Alford getting there for the stop.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Allen. It's his target, that's Torrey Horton. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's going to push one deep down the right. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. 4th down, here's Allen. Pass brought in by Burton. And he's out of bounds with a big gain on the final play of the first. That big 4th down call is how we close out our first quarter. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at 1st down here. From the gun, it's Robinson. Escapes a defender. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Allen. Forced out to his right. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. That is a negative return, but a positive play overall as they recover the fumble. Gotta be careful now, though. They're taking over right near their own end zone.
This really should be the last place and the last down you expect to fumble on. There's still 2, 3, maybe more to work with. Just take care of the ball. Go down when you're hit and set up for 2nd down.
And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
In truth, Kate, I felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Dart setting in the throw here. Going with the screen to Taylor. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Throwing on 3rd. Here's Dart. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
And he gets it away from his end zone. Hits the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 45-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. Escapes out to the left. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. We'll give to Robinson. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Allen on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. 1st down throw for Allen. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. And it sets up 2nd down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
2nd down. Here's Allen again. He's trying to go deep again. He's got it inside the 10. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. Robinson can't right past that line. They stop him at the 3. They don't pick up anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. He gets it again. And he's in this time. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Eagles are on it, and down he goes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. From the gun, here's Dart. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. That one was intended for Travis Hunter. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's thrown deep to the left side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The return begins on their side of midfield. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. And this one is launched downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
On 2nd down, Robinson. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
The Chiefs adding a man to their secondary for this 3rd down. Now Allen. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing here, Allen. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Allen. Harrison secures this, left side. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the red zone now. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's 2nd down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away, and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Hill now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Picked off by Will Johnson. And the Eagles are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Allen setting up to throw. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Trey McBride, the touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Eagles take a 3-possession lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Hill now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Ooh, the wide receiver getting it to begin the drive. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. Here's the backup. First throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That is Lewis Seen. Oh, he fumbles it. They might get it right back. Oh, and the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You could almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy. And sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long for him here. He's got Harrison. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. They'll run it with Robinson. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
Nothing like a little suspense on fourth down over there on those sidelines as everyone waited to see just whether or not he got the first down. Some of these running backs, okay, they just have a nose, just have a feel for exactly what it takes to move those chains.
On the move, headed right. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Chased out to his right. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Josh Allen, the touchdown. His third total score of this game. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles make it a 24-point ball game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Hill now to return it. Oh, and he eats a hit to bring an end to that, right near the 25-yard line. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Here we go, Scott. 19, 18. 19, Panther 11. Cant, 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18.
Sanders back to throw. He beams one deep right side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. And the Eagles are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, we're watching a defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. This one's caught. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First and goal, Philadelphia.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Robinson does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Don't think he's going to get much, if any, as he heads out of bounds right near the line. Back-to-back stands at the goal line, and now it's third and goal.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Eagles parlay the interception into points. McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles continue piling on to this lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Hill now to return it. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
He'll start on the ground. Taylor is able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought down by the 16th pick in this year's NFL draft. Tackle made by Walter Nolan. Here's Sanders now. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Chiefs who have possession, and they've got to get to work. They're in a massive hole. Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Dart out of the shotgun. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So the penalty would have given them a lot of yardage anyway, Brock, but getting the catch, that makes it feel a whole lot better.
Look at his ability to not only work deep downfield through contact, but come up with the catch as well. You know, Kate, that's what scouts call competitive toughness. That's what a quarterback calls his best friend.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Go! 18, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Dart now against the blitz. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. A toss now to Robinson. Jukes away from one. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles continue piling it on here in the 4th. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Hill now to return it. He dodged the tackle. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Let's go. Half the 60, Ryan.
On first down, here's Dart. Look at that power, deep left side. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Still 10 to go, second down now from the 23. Here goes Dart to the air. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They'll throw, third and long. Gonna let this one fly, deep downfield. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Desperation time here. He's got it to his running back. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Dart gonna throw again. Completed left side to Smith. And he's gonna bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Here we go, Zach. Hawk 70, Hawk street. Go, baby, let's go.
From the gun, here's Dart. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
And 6 yards to go.
Step it up. Ready? 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Oh, my God, I can put better than that. Hey, you're not good enough. Right there. Hurt. Do better than that.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Pass caught, it's Hunter. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
First down.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Now Dart. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. Travis Hunter, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Working now from the gun. That is incomplete. He keeps feeding it to his back, but this one, a rare miss. That's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Allen now on first down. Escapes the pocket. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Eagles moments away from a 2-0 start. First down from the 42. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's going deep. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles throwing 6 more on the blowout. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Going after up and good by McPherson. And the Eagles continue adding on to that lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
On the return, the Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready up.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Working fast as that clock ticks down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
And play action with Dart. Ooh, almost a throw to cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the fourth quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
It's a gain of 22. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City. Working quickly here.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Warrior 70. 18. Come 19. Come 19.
Going on first down. It's Dart. Going all the way to the end zone here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. On first and 10, here's Dart. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
With the gun this time, here's Dart. And the coverage holds up. Nicely done. They were tested. They knock it away in the end zone. That's going to bring up third down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Third down now. Here's Dart. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That is Lewis Seen. And the Eagles are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, these were the kind kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Another carry for Robinson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Kansas City.
A great 1-2 to start the year. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 2 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to catch you up on. We'll start at Lambeau Field. The Packers at home to take on the Washington Commanders. And it's the second-year man, Rome Odunze. They're going to get it out to him on the right side and then watch him do the rest. Whoa, is he fun to watch. 79 yards for the score. Next up, how about a trip to Vegas, everybody? Checking in on the Raiders as they play host to the LA Chargers. And it's Chris Olave. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Chargers are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And it's Rashid Shaheed. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. This is going to be a 41-yard touchdown. The Saints find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.